Friends, Greg, New Master, coming at you again with another action figure review. Today I have Masters of the Universe Revelation Tri-Klops. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. So Masters of the Universe Revelation. I gotta say, there were so many positive things about it. The animation was fantastic. The voice casting, stellar. Love Sarah Michelle Gellar. A lot of the Game of Thrones people on there, Sir Davos and Lena Headey as Evil Lynn. And it was just really well done for the most part. Everything looked great. And even the story elements, though they were frustrating, they were still cool. I was happy that they did the story about Tila being the sorceress's daughter and Man-at-Arms' daughter. The only disappointing part is they marketed the show as a He-Man show, and it was a Tila show, which everybody knows. And, you know, it would have been nice to see He-Man as the main character, because I think that's what everybody really wanted. And he was more of the side character, and it was Tila's journey, which was fine. But that being said, there were a lot of great things about it, and which brings us to Triclops. And I thought it was fun that it was sort of a heavy metal version of Triclops, because most of the side characters in the original Masters of the Universe show were just side baddies. You know, they didn't have much personality, they didn't have much of an arc or anything like that. It was a really kiddie show in the 80s, that's for sure. So it was fun to see that Triclops was in this cult, and he was always a really cool looking character for me. So even though this deluxe figure was a little bit more pricey than the other figures, I felt I wanted to pick this figure up. He just always looked cool to me, and I guess maybe because he's reminds me of Cyclops, you know, because he's Triclops, but Cyclops. And I loved how his eye could rotate. I thought that was fun too, and he had the sword. And so anyhow, I had to pick this figure up. I really like it. Let's get it open. Enough of me babbling. And there's a box. He comes in a really big box instead of the standard box. There's the side with the really nice artwork where, you know, he's a cult leader, as you can see. Here is the back of the box with more of that dynamic artwork. Side of the box, bottom of the box, top of the box, just so you guys can see. Already took the liberty of cutting the tape, and looks like I missed a piece. And we're just going to pull this out. But it's fun with these deluxe figures, because you get the extra stuff. And they really gave him a lot here. They gave him his cult robe, and sort of his cult armor. And I love the mix of the soft goods, as you can see. I don't like the fact that they taped it. Don't like that at all. You shouldn't tape cloth. It messes it up, stretches it out, as I pulled it out there. But they really went in depth here. And the Trapjaw figure is going to be this way as well, which will be coming out soon. But yeah, it's a pretty cool action figure, especially if you're a fan of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, which I certainly am. And kind of pull his sword out there. So there's his sword, which is a really nice sword. I like it. It's very simplistic in its design. Not quite like the Power Sword, but it's nice. There's that. And I mean, honestly, I love these figures. Some people think that the Masters of the Universe Classics line are the best in terms of body sculpt, but I love these ones because I love articulation. And these figures are super articulated. If you want to make me happy, give me a really articulated figure. So look at that head movement. Just really nice. It's on the double ball joint. I don't want to snap. I mean, it does come off, but yeah. So as you can see, you get the double ball joint there. And I think I cracked mine, though, as I pulled it off. So I'm going to have to glue that. So that's really annoying. But anyhow, let's see. And he has his... Does his helmet rotate? Yeah, his eyes rotate, so you have the different rotating eyes. Square, there's a circle. I don't know what that geometric shape is right there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we'll just go with the circle. So there he is there. So I love that element. He has the really nice armor, which is a lot of fun. And obviously you can remove that. Nice torso articulation. Really good shoulder articulation. We got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist articulation, which I love. 360 degree rotation. We can get a full split. The sort of like cod piece is that soft plastic. It's like the furry underwear that all Masters of the Universe figures have, indicative of the sort of barbarian appearance. But just great articulation. Love like in the knees and the movement. I think the Masters of the Universe Classics figures would have been perfect if they would have had this level of articulation, because they had the really nice traditional sculpt, and they had a lot of articulation. They just didn't have the double jointed elbows and knees. So really, really nice. I really like this. And here's his sword. And they give you extra flat hands, which I don't know. I never really, if a figure comes with weapons, I always like to have the weapon holding hands. I don't like the different hands. But here's his Colt Armor. So I'll try and throw that on for you guys real quick so you can see what that looks like. This is really nice though. It comes with the removable armor, which I think that's a lot of fun. Not that I'm ever going to display him in his Colt Armor anyhow. But yeah, so it's like, yeah, you could put his little tunic robe on so he doesn't have to be all naked all the time. Oh, just look at that like detail on the shoulder there. Sort of like robotic shoulders. I think that's fun for Triclops. And let's see if I can get this on real quick. It's a nice strong fabric, it feels like. Oh, it has Velcro. So I just slipped that over, but you can actually Velcro it here on the back, as you can see, and you don't have to stretch it out the way I just did there. But yeah, so it goes, it's like his nice little dress, or sort of priest cassock, if that's what you want to call it. And then he has this thick armor with a cape. So this is really, really in depth here. So, I mean, I can see why they did the deluxe figure, because you get so much clothing here, which is very interesting. And it clasps on the back here, as you can see. So he has just like a basic cloth cape, but I really appreciate this. And then you have this Colt hood and hat. And if I can snap the additional head on, and there you have it. He doesn't have the hair in the back though. In his regular head, he has his hair, but in this one, he doesn't have the hair. Not a big deal or anything, but there he is in his Colt uniform, which is pretty cool. I think it's just a really fun figure, and I'm really glad I picked this guy up. I think I'm gonna get Trapjaw too. And I'm waiting for the second version of Teela. I do not like the new look for Teela. So I'll probably get her, and that'll probably be the end of my collection for these figures. But just a comparison. So here's my favorite sculpts. This is from the Four Horsemen, the 2000X line. And oh my god, just look at how awesome this figure is. He just looks beautiful. I love the sculpt of these figures. Just the level of detail the Four Horsemen put into these was incredible. The only difference is they just didn't have much articulation. So these would have been the ultimate He-Man figures for me back in the day if they would have articulated them better, because they just look incredible. But I'll show you a quick comparison. This is the only other Triclops I have besides the one I just got here, this deluxe one. The classics figures are just so expensive now. If you missed out on them, which I missed out on a lot of them, I only have He-Man and Skeletor and Battle Cat and Man-at-Arms. But, you know, just to get any of those ones from the past, they are a couple $100, and that's just so much money that I don't have to spend on figures. So here's a nice comparison. And the size, they just have really nice size. Oh yeah, I missed out. There's a boot rotation and a thigh cut as well, so I didn't say that about the articulation. And they have the ankle pivot and the hinge. So just really great figure. And there he is with the 2000X. So it's just a really awesome figure. I highly recommend it if you're Masters of the Universe fan. Not quite as detailed and cool looking as this baby here. I mean, just look at that. I love how the top eye glows because there's a little port on the top of the head. So if light comes down and it makes it glow. And just the different eyes, like this guy, oh, he's awesome. Beautiful. Different color, you know, in his visor there. But anyhow, so that's Triclops, Masters of the Universe, Masterverse Revelation. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. God bless you all. Peace.